Let me ask you something. What did you do last weekend? Netflix? Hanging out with friends? Sleeping until noon? Same. Actually, no, not same. Because while you were doing all of that, some random 18-year-old in Ohio was making more money than your uncle who has been working at the same company for 23 years. And before you say it, no, he did not win the lottery. He did not have rich parents. He did not drop out of school. He was literally sitting in his dorm room, in his pajamas, eating cereal, making money. And today, I am going to show you exactly how. Because here is the truth nobody tells you in school. You do not need a degree to start making real money. You do not need experience. You do not need startup capital. You just need to know something that most students have never been taught, and by the end of this video, you will. Okay, let us talk about the average American student for a second. You wake up, you go to class, you come home, you check your bank account. You immediately regret checking your bank account. You close the app, and you tell yourself the same thing you always tell yourself. I'll figure out the money stuff after I graduate. Sound familiar? Here is the problem with that plan. The average college graduate in America enters the workforce with over $30,000 in student loan debt. $30,000. That is not a number. That is a financial sentence that takes most people years to get out of. And while you are sitting in class learning about things that may or may not ever be useful in real life, your student loans are quietly growing. Your living expenses are piling up, and that part-time job at the coffee shop is paying you exactly enough to cover 1 week of growth. Now, I am not here to stress you out. I am here to tell you that there is a completely different one that does not require you to quit school, does not require you to work 60-hour weeks, and does not require you to do anything complicated. In fact, it is almost embarrassingly simple. So simple that when most students find out about it, their first reaction is, wait, why did nobody ever tell me this? Here is what I want you to understand. You are sitting on something incredibly valuable right now. And no, I'm not talking about your laptop. Although please do not sit on your laptop. I'm talking about something that most adults in the workforce no longer have. Time. Specifically, unstructured time. Think about it. You have summers off, you have spring break, you have evenings, you have weekends, you have gaps between classes where you are basically just scrolling through TikTok and pretending to study. Be honest. That time right there, that is your goldmine. Now here is where it gets interesting. The internet has made it possible for anyone, literally anyone, with a smartphone and a basic skill, to turn that unstructured time into real income. Not tip jar money, not a few bucks here and there, real money. We are talking about students who are making $500 a month, $1,000 a month, some of them hitting $10,000 and beyond, while still going to class, while still going to parties, while still doing all the normal student things. The difference between them and everyone else is not intelligence. It is not talent. It is not luck. It is just that they found the right vehicle and they started. So let us talk about, do you have any skill at all? Writing, design, video editing, social media, coding, even basic data entry. Someone out there is willing to pay you for it right now. Not next year, not after you graduate, right now. Platforms like Fiverr and Upwork have millions of businesses actively looking for people to help them with tasks they either cannot do themselves or simply do not have time for. And here is the beautiful part. They do not care how old you are. They do not care if you have a degree. They do not care where you went to school. They care about one thing only. Can you do the job? A student in California started offering basic social media management on Fiverr during her sophomore year. She charged $200 a month per client. Within 6 months, she had 5 clients. Do the math, $1,000 a month, while taking 18 credit hours. While going to every football game, nobody told her she was too young, nobody asked for her resume, she just started. Way number 2, tutoring. This one is so obvious that most students completely overlook it. You are literally surrounded by people who need help with things you already know. You just aced Calculus 2? There are 10 freshmen right now who would happily pay you $25 to $50 an hour to explain it to them. You are good at writing essays? There are students panicking about their English assignments who need your help right now. Platforms like Wisent and Tutor.com connect students with tutors every single day. But here is the move most people do not know. You do not even need a platform. Put up a simple flyer on campus. Post in your university Facebook group. Tell your friends you are tutoring. Word spreads faster than you think on a college campus. One student at the University of Texas started tutoring SAT prep on weekends. He charged $40 an hour. He had 4 students every Saturday. That is $160 every single Saturday, without leaving campus. Way number 3, sell digital products. Now this is the one that blows people's minds. What if you could make money while you were sleeping? Like, actual money, coming into your account while you are in class, while you are asleep. While you are watching Netflix, this is what selling digital products feels like. Here is the idea. You create something once, a study guide, a template, a preset, a mini course, a printable planner, and you sell it over and over again forever. No inventory, no shipping, no overhead. A college student in Florida created a set of aesthetic note-taking templates and sold them on Etsy for $4 each. Simple, clean, pretty notes. She made them in one weekend. Over the next year, she sold over 3,000 copies, $12,000, from one weekend of work. She is still in school. Way number 4, content creation. Okay, I know what you are thinking. Everyone and their grandmother is trying to be a YouTuber. And you are right, but here is what most people get wrong about content creation. You do not need millions of followers to make money. You do not need to go viral. You do not need to be famous. You just need a small, specific, engaged audience. A student at NYU started a YouTube channel about dorm room cooking on a budget. Simple videos, nothing fancy, filmed on his phone. After 8 months, he hit the monetization threshold, added affiliate links for the kitchen tools he used, partnered with a meal prep brand. He was making over $1,500 a month from a channel with less than 20,000 subscribers. Nobody knew his name, nobody cared, the money did not care either. Way number 5, flipping. This one requires the least skill of anything on this list, and it works almost anywhere in America. Here is how it works. You find things that are underpriced. Garage sales, Facebook Marketplace, thrift stores, Craigslist. You clean them up, photograph them nicely, and resell them for more on eBay or Poshmark or Depop. That is the whole business. A student in Chicago started doing this with vintage clothing from Goodwill. She would spend $20 on a Saturday afternoon. By Sunday evening, she had listed everything online. By the end of the week, she had made over $200 in profit. Every single week. Consistently. She scaled it up and hit over $10,000 in 1 year. From thrift store clothes. Now here is the thing most people do not talk about. Why do most students never actually do any of this? It is not because they do not know about it. It is not because they are lazy. It is because of one very simple psychological barrier. They are waiting to feel ready. They are waiting until they know enough. Until they are good enough. Until the timing is right. Until they graduate. Until the planets align. Here is the uncomfortable truth. That moment never comes. The students who are making money right now are not smarter than you. They are not more talented than you. They simply decided to start before they felt ready. And here is what happens when you start before you feel ready. You get ready, real fast. Because nothing teaches you faster than actually doing something. Not a class, not a YouTube video, not a book, doing it. Let me show you just how achievable $10,000 actually is. Option A, freelancing 2 clients at $500 per month each. That is $1,000 a month, $12,000 in 1 year. Option B, tutoring 4 students at $30 per hour, twice a week each. That is $240 a week, almost $12,500 in a year. Option C, selling digital products at $10 each. You need to sell just 27 products per month, less than 1 per day, $10,000 in a year. Option D, content creation with affiliate links at $1,500 per month, 8 months to build, then 6 months of that income, $9,000 minimum. None of these numbers require you to be exceptional. None of them require you to quit school. None of them require you to sacrifice your social life entirely. They just require you to start and to be consistent. That is genuinely it. So here is exactly what to do after this video ends. Step 1, pick one, just one of the 5 methods. The one that feels most natural to you. Do not try all 5 at once. That is how you end up doing 0. Step 2, spend 1 weekend setting it up. Create your Fiverr profile. Post your tutoring flyer. Make your first digital product. Film your first video. Go to Goodwill. 1 weekend, that is all. Step 3, tell someone. Accountability is underrated. Tell a friend what you are doing. Post it somewhere, make it real. Step 4, do not stop after 1 week. The students who fail at this always quit too early. Give it 90 days minimum before you decide it is not working. 90 days of consistent effort will show you results every single time. Step 5, reinvest. When the first money comes in, and it will come in, do not immediately spend it on food delivery and new shoes. Put some of it back into your side income. Better equipment, a small course, better tools. Money that grows faster. Here is the thing about being a student that most people do not realize until it is too late. This is the lowest risk period of your entire life. You have very few real responsibilities. You have time, you have energy, you have nothing to lose. The worst thing that happens if you try one of these methods and it fails, you learn something. The worst thing that happens if you never try, you graduate, you enter the workforce, you spend the next 5 years paying off loans, and you wonder what would have happened if you had just started that one thing back in college. You will never have less to lose than you do right now. So use it. Start the thing, make the account, send the first message, post the first video. Because $10,000 is not a fantasy, it is a plan, and now you have it.